What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Otto Wallin. Get this. Otto Wallin says that I always said Fury would beat Joshua, but now I feel a little bit different. Heavyweight contender Otto Wallin admits that he now has a different viewpoint when it comes to a potential fight between British rivals AJ and Tyson Fury. Of course, we know back in 2019, Otto Wallin gave Tyson Fury one of the toughest fights that he had since Francis Ngannou, okay? And of course, last month, we seen Otto Wallin quit on the stool with an instruction from his trainer to quit, okay? And he has said this. He said, well, I would say that this fight with Joshua was a lot tougher than I thought. And a lot tougher than I fought with Fury. He said it's hard to say who would win between Fury and Joshua. He said, I think that Fury's a very good fighter. Can probably pick it up from where he was doing in his last fight. It's a decent fight. We'll see what happens with Joshua now. He might be on to something really good with Ben Davison, and Ben obviously knows Tyson. I don't know. There's a lot of variables. I always said that Fury would beat Joshua, but now I feel a little different. It's hard to go against Tyson, I think, but I know it's changed my mind a bit after this fight. Those are the words of Otto Wallin, and let me counterpunch. Let me tell you something. Between Otto Wallin fighting both fighters, the only person that I give credit to is a person that fought both fighters. I never understood why one fighter gets beat by this guy automatically becomes a cheerleader. Then all of a sudden, just because that guy got beat by that guy and never fought two, so he has no variety of the other fighter, how can you say what will happen between the two when you haven't been in the ring with the two? And even those two don't mean that they would do the same as you. However, you have to give credit and have to give some type of experience points towards Otto Wallin, because Otto Wallin has been in there with both customers, okay? And now that he says, well, man, I feel a little different after I've been in there with Joshua. Well, the only thing that I can think of is, besides, of course, you know, the skill and he was better than he thought, is really the punching power. I think Otto Wallin thinks of Joshua and Tyson, and he knew he'd been in there 12 rounds with Tyson. He took everything Tyson could throw at him and land on him. And Tyson landed a lot. So did Otto Wallin, but Otto Wallin didn't really, he wasn't a big puncher. Obviously, Tyson Fury wasn't a bigger puncher than Joshua. Not saying Tyson Fury can't punch. I'm just saying Tyson Fury doesn't punch like Anthony Joshua, and I think that's one of the major factors that swayed Otto Wallin's this mindset towards AJ. Because when AJ caught him, he immediately found out, yo, this guy can punch a lot harder than I thought he could. Tentative my ass, you know? And it just goes to show you what a fight makes. It just goes to show you what experience does to you. See, Otto Wallin was one of those guys that I just mentioned earlier in the video that I couldn't stand or didn't understand. Why could you rate a fighter without fighting the other fighter? See, Otto did that. Otto was one of those fighters that just because you fought Tyson Fury, you had your mind set up that Fury, just because you fought him, he could beat everybody else just because he beat you. Now Otto Wallin knows, like, oh, well, I have two losses to Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Now I'm looking at Tyson Fury over here. Now I'm looking back at Anthony Joshua over there. And now I'm looking like, oh, well, wait a minute. I used to say Tyson Fury, Tyson Fury, Tyson Fury before fighting Joshua. Now I fought Joshua. Now it's like, oh, snap. You know, maybe I could change my mind just a bit. Maybe I don't feel the same way that I used to feel because I've been in there with both guys. I've felt them punch for punch. And what I can remember about Tyson is, you know, it's nothing I didn't feel or ever felt from Tyson that I felt from AJ, okay? And I think Otto Wallin Now, which I can respect. He's now looking at it in a totally different light. And that's exactly how you should. Now, you could argue that maybe, you know, the last guy you fought is you're going to remember it a lot more because that's the fight that you fought. But guess what? You're going to remember it a lot more, especially when you are instructed to quit by your trainer, Joey Gamache. You was instructed to quit. And that just shows you the reflection of what those punches did to you. Yeah, I know adrenaline is a mother sucker, but he knew blood and everything was coming off of his face. He didn't have that. In fact, it was the opposite for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury had those two massive cuts. Otto, yeah, he was getting, you know, pieced up a little bit by Tyson Fury, but nothing like that with AJ. You know, and it's refreshing to know what a day makes, what another challenge draws the conclusion for, you know, because that's exactly what Otto has done. You know, he's experienced another fighter. He's experienced what AJ can do. And now he's just totally, his eyes are totally open, you know. And I think, and I've always said that AJ gives Tyson Fury problems, if not beat him. But you guys tell me what you think of Otto now changing his verdict slightly on who would win between Anthony Joshua and Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.